So I'm trying something a little different today. I've made this lace using some yarn that I had and a small crochet hook, and it makes a nice closure. And you can see it's just a very simple pattern using the crochet hook, and it goes by really fast, and you can make it any length you want. So to start, I'm using size 3 crochet thread, but it doesn't, I don't think it has to be anything special. This just looks like regular string. I don't think there's anything special about it, so you don't have to go out and buy a whole ball of crochet yarn especially, but that's what this is. It's a size 3, and this crochet hook is US size 0 and 2.55 millimeters. A very small crochet hook, but it's metal and you kind of need it to get into those small spaces. It really gets into those small spaces there. So to start, I have the tail over here, and I'm going to make a loop around my finger and bring the thread back through the middle. I'm just going to dip in my crochet hook there and pull that middle thread right through. So now I've got the tail here and the ball attached there, and I'm just, the way I hold my yarn or my thread is wrapped around my little finger and then over top of my index finger. So that's how I start. And so the first thing I'm going to do is to chain 5. So very simple, yarn over through the loop, and I'm going to do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that's just a very simple chain 5, and I want to get back into this chain 5 loop there, so I'm just going to hold that with my thumb and finger. I'm going to chain 2, and this is the beginning of our pattern. Chain 1, chain 2, and now I'm going to switch to what they call a double crochet stitch. Okay, so I've got my 5th, it's 5th from the tail, the 5th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm grabbing that, and the double crochet starts. I'm yarning over into that 5th chain, into the hole, yarn over, bring that back through. Now I have 3 loops on the hook. I'm yarning over, going through 2 of the 3, yarning over again and going through the last 2. Now that's my first double crochet. So I'm going yarn over, going into the next chain of the 5. I'm doing another double crochet. Okay, and this is probably the most tricky part, actually, is getting started. So yarn over, this is stitch number 3, yarn over, go into the hole there, and I'm trying to grab 2 of the 3 in the hole there. Yarn over again. Okay, so I'm getting to the last 2. So yarn over, go through, yarn over, come out, yarn over again, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and now this is the last stitch. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, so that's the little kind of bar that I first have. That is my pattern. Chain 2, 5 times double crochet. Now I'm turning my work to go back again, and I'm just going to put my finger and thumb right at that last chain that I just did, the last stitch, and I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go right back into that stitch, and that I'm trying to pick up 2 of the strands there, yarn over, back through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. There's my first double chain. And I'm counting back from the left to the right, so I know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know where my next stitch is. I just did number 5, yarn over. This is my second double crochet. That's my third, going in for the third. Number 4. And number 5, the very tricky one. It's a little hard to see, but just do your best there. And that's row 2. So you can see the pattern is starting to take shape. Turn. And I'm starting that pattern all over again. So I'm starting to count from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know where I want to go in. Start the pattern. Chain 1, chain 2, yarn over into the first chain, yarn over, go through 2 and 2, yarn over, go into the second from the hook, double chain, go in from the third from the hook, double crochet, fourth from the hook, double crochet, and fifth. Just gently move that around so you get into that space there for number 5. So that's 3 rows we've done. Turn. Need a little more yarn there. I'll do one more row together. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Chain 2. First chain from the hook. Number 1. 2. 3. 4. And the elusive 5. And turn. So it's important each row to count your stitches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we start all over again. Chain 2 and 5 double crochets. Just finished the last stitch in the row, and I'm going to stop here. I'm just going to make this small piece here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut the thread. And the loop is still on the hook, and I'm just going to pull the loop through like that, and it makes a little knot there. And so I've got this tail, and I'm just going to take my crochet hook and just weave it in between the rows there, or the posts as they call them. Just kind of weave that in and out, and then yarn over and bring that through. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn that around and weave it back the other way. And you can kind of go in and out of stitches as long as you can get your crochet hook through there. Whatever works. Just kind of getting it back into shape there. I don't want to pull it too tight, otherwise it will sort of distort the shape. And I'm going to go just one more time through. And yarn over and bring that tail back through. And just make a little knot at the end here. I'm just making a little kind of loop there, and I'm going to pull it through and then pull the tail through the little loop that I just made and pull the tail through. Just make a little knot there before I cut it off. Okay. On the other side where I started, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take my crochet hook, and you can use like a little plastic, they have little plastic needles or larger needles used for this weaving in. You could add this to the cover. Just add it there, or this might make a cute little topper on a tag. It's a little bit floppy, but this one is about 30 inches long. So this would make a nice journal closure. The little bow. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Take care. Bye.